Are you mini driver curious? Want to know what all the fuss is about with the mini drivers? In this video, we check out the Callaway Elyte Mini Driver, full review of it, let you know what it's all about and whether you should put one in your bag. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. We have got the Callaway Elyte Mini Driver here. I've got 13.5 degrees and a stiff shaft. For those of you that are new to mini drivers, you might be wondering what all the fuss is about. They've become really popular at the moment with amateur golfers, but also on the professional game, when you've got the likes of Tommy Fleetwood carrying a mini driver in their bag. What is it all about? So the mini drivers come with a slightly smaller head than a standard driver. They also come with a little bit more loft. This one from Callaway has got 13.5 degrees of loft on it, and it's got a 43.75 inch shaft. So you've essentially got a slightly smaller head than a driver, a bit more loft, and a slightly shorter shaft. So what that gives you is the ability to have a bit more control, but still get that distance that you want and that you might be looking for off the tee. This one from Callaway is very similar to the rest of the Elyte range. It comes in the same kind of look. It's got the same AI10 face on it. It's got the same thermoforged carbon head, which gives it that muted sound that some people really like when they hit golf balls. It's got 3 weight ports at the back, and it's got the adjustable neck on here as well. So there's so much versatility in this driver to make it fit your golf swing. The question is, does it really work, and why would you want to put one in your golf bag? Well, when I set up to the golf ball and I look at it, it feels a bit odd to me. It feels a little bit short, but that's what it's designed to do, right? It's designed to be short, it's designed to be easier to hit. But for me, it just takes a little bit of getting used to. And then you start to think, well, would I take a 3-wood out of my bag and put this in? Well, again, we're going to test this off the deck and see what it does. But the idea around the mini drivers is you can hit them off the tee, a bit more forgiveness, a bit shorter, so be a little bit tighter into the fairways, but you can also hit them off the fairway for those of you that might struggle to get up to a par 5 in 2, or some of those long par 4s you really need to get home in 2 on. Is the hype worth it all? We're going to find out. We're going to hit a few golf balls and we're going to see. Let's hit some and see how we get on. Okay, so let's get on with it. Let's test it. We're going to hit a load of balls off the tee first, because that's how most people would use it on the golf course, okay? So we're going to hit it off the tee. One of the things that's really different about this Callaway mini driver as opposed to some of the others is the head is quite a bit bigger. So it's more likely to be used as a replacement of the tee rather than as a fairway wood replacement. But let's hit a couple. Let's see how we get on. So just going to hit one here. We're aiming straight down the middle. We've got the FlightScope Mevo Plus out again, picking some numbers up for us. It's quite easy to hit. Nice little baby fade straight down the middle there. That was nice. I like that one. That one felt really nice. Let's hit another one. You can hear that slightly muted sound that comes from the sort of the thermoforged carbon. Feels really solid when you hit it. Set up to this one again. Here we go. That's nuked as well. That feels really nice. We've got 13.5 degrees on here, so it's launching a little bit higher than we would expect a normal driver to go. My normal driver has 10.5 degrees of loft on it. This has got 13.5, but it's so easy to hit. I've hit a couple there that have gone dead straight. The first one had a slight fade on it. The second one went almost bullet straight, but they're so easy to hit. Set up to this next one. See if we can do it 3 in a row. A little bit low on the face, that one, but it's still gone dead straight. Slight fade on it, but that came off a little bit low on the face, but that AI10X face is really forgiving from Callaway. Let's try and hit one off the deck. So as we said earlier in the intro, the mini driver is kind of a replacement for your 2-wood. It sits in that space between driver and 3-wood. Are we going to take driver out? Are we going to take 3-wood out? In order to take 3-wood out, we do need to be able to hit it off the deck. So we're going to try and hit a couple off the deck here and see what happens. The first thing I notice when I sit this down behind the ball with this slightly bigger face, it does look big. It looks way bigger than a 3-wood would sit behind the face. But let's see if we can hit one. It's gone all right. It's a little bit leaky and out to the right, but that might have been the golf swing. It feels to me like you almost kind of have to, with this extra head on it, this extra size head, almost feels like you have to try and get the ball in the air, and consciously it's just trusting that you don't need to do that and trusting that the 13.5 degrees aloft is going to get the ball in the air for you. Again, just cuts a little bit. Way easier to hit than driver off the deck though. I do sometimes hit driver off the deck on the golf course, and this is definitely way easier to hit. The one thing I would say is that if you're not very good at hitting a 3-wood off the deck, this is going to be even harder, okay? Because it has got a big head on it. So right, last one with this, and then we'll have a little look at some numbers. So we've hit 3 off the tee, 3 off the deck. Let's go one more, keep it smooth. That's the best one. That came out quite nicely. A little bit lower, but gone dead straight. Right, so there we go. We've hit 3 off the tee, we've hit 3 off the deck. I nearly fell over there trying to walk back to camera. This is the Callaway Elyte Mini Driver. Let's have a look at some numbers and see how we got on, and then we'll come up with some recommendations around who should put it in their bag, what it might be a replacement for, and why you should consider it. So when we look at the numbers, we can see that my club head speed is slightly down on what I would expect with a driver. My normal driver speed is around about 105. These were coming in at 99, 99 and 102. So round about 2 to 5 miles an hour slower than I would get with driver. That's just because of the slightly shorter shaft. Because of that, I've got slightly less carry distance. So we're looking around about 230 yards carry for the driver, for the mini driver off the tee. When you start to then look at the fairway, hitting it off the deck, now this is a really, really tight lie, okay, but club head speed's round about the same, 97 to 99 miles an hour. The distance, the carry was much lower. We were looking at anything from 207 to 214 with the driver off the fairway. Now that might be me just getting used to it. It's the first time I've hit this driver off the deck, or it may well just be it's a slightly bigger head and it's not designed really in that way. Callaway do say it's an ideal replacement for the fairway wood. So I would feel that if I had a few more goes with that, I could probably get a little bit more comfortable with hitting it off the deck. Maybe hitting it off a fairway rather than a really tight range mat would definitely help. But I can see how this might be beneficial for some people. So after hitting 6 golf shots with this, 3 off the tee, 3 off the fairway, I would recommend this driver to someone seeking a bit more accuracy off the tee. I think if you struggle with driver, this is the perfect replacement for you. The Elyte Mini Driver comes with a bit more loft and a shorter shaft. I think it can just help you bring that accuracy in without sacrificing too much distance. If you're looking for a fairway wood replacement, you would definitely need to try this before you bought it, because I think this driver, this mini driver, is certainly more suited for someone who wants a driver replacement off the tee than they do for a fairway wood. I think there's some fairway metals on the market that are easier to hit than this Callaway Elyte Mini Driver, but probably would go the same distance. So my recommendation to you is if you're someone who's looking for more accuracy off the tee but doesn't want to sacrifice too much distance, then this Callaway Elyte Mini Driver at 13.5 degrees could be absolutely perfect for you. Get down your local shop. We've got them here at Norfolk Premier Golf. Get yourself down, try a few out, find the right shaft for you, and definitely consider putting one of these in your bag. Thanks for watching the video, guys. If you like this content, please click the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We are dropping 1 new video a week for your enjoyment. And you can also find me on other social medias through Instagram and TikTok as well.